Welcome back. Despite the challenges of COVID-19, St. Lucia's 42nd Independence celebrations will take place this year. While celebrations will take on a virtual feel, the Independence Committee promises an interesting calendar of events.
St. Lucia's 42nd Independence celebrations will be held under the theme, A Resilient People, We Can, We Will. Culture Minister Fortuna Belrose says that this year's theme reflects on the country's determination to continuously succeed as a nation, even amidst a global pandemic.
Each year since independence in 1979, we've rocked the world in some form or fashion, whether it's through our resilience and achievements in climate change, politics, economics, arts, sports, culture, tourism. We demonstrate globally that we take the business of nation building seriously. Our Nobel laureates, our gold medal winners in sport, our countless awards in tourism, agriculture, arts and culture, our goodwill ambassadors and our brand ambassadors are all symbols of our success, our resilience, our capabilities, and our potential as a nation. The global pandemic COVID-19 has taught us even more about who we are as a people. Pioneers, initiators, trendsetters, leaders, and overall great citizens.
As part of activities for this year's independence celebrations, a number of activities have been planned to allow St. Lucians to celebrate and feel proud to be St. Lucians. A one-on-one discussion dubbed Excellence in Sports will take place, highlighting St. Lucia's achievements in the sporting arena. There will also be the second installment of the Independence Song Competition.
Hi there, TC Brown, registered member of Balance Inc. and Floor Rep. I want to take this opportunity to say how truly excited we are to collaborate with the 42nd Independence Committee on this initiative, Independence Song Competition. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better this year, so get your creative juices flowing. You're running out of time. The deadline is January 31st. So let's get those videos and MP3s in immediately. I'm truly excited. I'm looking forward to seeing all of the material that will come out of this competition.
Chair of the Independence Committee, Janine Girodi McIntyre, says this year's activities encourages participation, engages stakeholders, and will allow for as much economic spin-off as possible.
This year, the resilience of our nation will be discussed and debated, highlighted and promoted in song, dance, and visible displays of patriotism. In strict adherence to the COVID-19 protocols, our Independence Anniversary celebrations must be held virtually. So a TV guide of events will be provided to the public in newspapers, on our websites, Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, through our social media team and influencers.
A mask-on challenge, a TikTok dance challenge, gospel explosion, virtual youth town hall, a discussion among journalists on how far St. Lucia has come, and the National Colors Day all form part of this year's activities. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
Thank you, Nisha. Prime Minister Alan Chastanet has appealed to all St. Lucians to continue to practice the prevention and control measures that have been known to reduce the spread of COVID-19. This as he went to Parliament Tuesday to seek approval for an extension of the state of emergency for a 90-day period. In a special address Monday evening, the Prime Minister said this latest decision is as a result of the continued rise in cases of COVID-19.
As the country continues to see a rise in COVID-19 cases, more drastic measures have had to be taken to slow the spread of the virus. On February 3rd, the country imposed a curfew from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. in addition to the already existing protocols aimed at minimizing the spread of the virus. Ahead of Parliament on Tuesday, Chastanet addressed the nation on the reason for him seeking approval for an extension of the state of emergency.
In this, our third wave of the pandemic, we've had over 1,000 cases, most recorded in January alone, with far too many lives lost. The situation is worrying, with many of us continuing to disregard health and safety protocols, though I must commend the vast majority of our people for complying. I know the times are not easy, and it feels unnatural and uncomfortable to wear a mask all the time. But it's much easier to breathe with a mask than to breathe with a ventilator. This is why I continue to call upon you to be resolute and to remain committed in our battle against COVID.
Chastanet contends that neither the state of emergency nor the curfew are meant to strip citizens of their civil rights, but are necessary to limit movement of people and lessen avenues of contact.
Adjustments to the curfew may be made during the 90-day period and even lifted based on the number of new cases recorded. The state of emergency may also end before the 90 days once the Ministry of Health is satisfied that the transmission rate is trending downward significantly. As you know, we've been trying to balance lives and livelihoods and to keep most of you employed and our economy operating. If we do not, the consequences will be dire. There are many businesses which did not survive the first lockdown, and sadly, some which will not survive a second.
The state of emergency is intended to run for 90 days beginning February 11th and ending on May 16th, 2021. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the World Bank Group, seeks to initiate a new pragmatic approach to healthcare. Fernell Neptune tells us more in this report.
The initiative is referred to as the Performance-Based Finance Mechanism and is a major part of St. Lucia's Health System Strengthening Project. Performance-Based Finance Coordinator of the St. Lucia Health System Strengthening Project, Niam Jean-Baptiste, explains, this system provides incentives or benefits to both the providers and receivers of healthcare.
First of all, we want to reduce mortality from communicable diseases. In our case, we are focusing on diabetes and hypertension. So this would be the overall goal, to reduce mortality and also, if you want, consequences of diabetes and hypertension.
Jean-Baptiste notes the aim of the initiative is to improve healthcare in St. Lucia, to produce positive outcomes to patients, and to encourage people to utilize the health services.
So there are two sets of people receiving incentives. One would be let's look at the most important persons, the clients. So the clients would receive free, for now they would receive free laboratory testing. The persons who provide the service, what they will do, they will be receiving additional funds, which they could use under agreed conditions based on their performance. So if, for example, we set a target and then they have achieved the target or surpassed the target, we're going to reward them or provide them incentives so that they can use that service to enhance the services, maybe to train their staff or to do other things.
Performance-based finance programs are prevalent in many low and middle income countries, but the system will be new to St. Lucia. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fernell Neptune.
Stay with us when we return, the latest weather forecast.